ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, name, where you live, and what you like to do with your free time.
My name is Charlen Chao. I live in Corona, California, and I love to spend time with my family, work out, crochet. I don't know, bowl. I like really weird, odd stuff.
I was not expecting to crochet. I like that.
My name is Melanie Bernhart. I live in Chino Hills. I'm married and I have an 11-year-old son and a 22-year-old stepdaughter. For fun, I like to spend time with my family and friends and go to the gym, work out, go to the beach. But more than anything, probably spending time with my family and my loved ones.
I was officially diagnosed in June of 2013. Before that, though, I had been misdiagnosed a few times, in 2011, 2012, when I had initially felt the lump, and they told me it wasn't cancer until finally I got like a third opinion, and finally they biopsied it and said it was cancer.
When were you diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer?
Well, I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer in 2010. And I was in remission until 2015 is when it came back. And that's when I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer.
So it took them 3 times.
It took them, yeah, but I went to see like 3 different people.
What do you remember your doctor talking the day when you had?
So it was a little unconventional because generally they don't like to give that kind of news over the phone. But that day I was in the works of actually moving back to Southern California. So I was in Northern California at the time. And I was supposed to be moving down on June 3rd. Dean was coming to pick me up to go to move back down here. And so I'd let my doctor know, as soon as you get the results, I don't have the time. I won't be able to sit down and meet with you again. Just give me a call and I'm totally fine with that. And so when I got the call, I remember I was at my mom's house. I was alone in the bedroom, and he calls me. I'm like, oh, here it goes. So I answer the phone, and he says, I have some news for you. We got the results back from your biopsy, and I'm sorry to tell you, but it is cancer. And so he started to tell me what kind of cancer and stuff it was. But I just kind of was in shock on the phone, but at the same time, it was the only way that I didn't know how to react. I just was listening to him on the phone tell me that I had cancer.
When you were diagnosed, what was the game plan that your doctor had given you, or what did you say was your next steps?
Because my breast cancer, I had a recurrence on my breast even after having a double mastectomy. And so I had a recurrence on my breast, and then it had also metastasized to my sternum. So the first thing that they wanted to do was they did a hysterectomy because mine was hormone-based. And we did that, and then once it actually started growing again after that, kind of rapidly, actually, I could actually see the lump on my breast implant growing. So at that time, we had to start chemo. So basically doing chemo and then doing surgery to try to remove it, as well as majority of my sternum. And then they would rebuild my sternum with bone donor and titanium brackets.
From there, how long did it kind of process it? Was it when you found out because you tried practicing?
You know what? I don't know if there was an actual processing point. I think I just kind of kept rolling with it. Like, all right, like, there was no time to feel sorry for myself, I guess I said. I never was one to feel bad for myself. And so, as soon as I got the news, I called Dean, I called my parents, I called them, everyone, to let them know the results, that people that were anxious to find out. And I think everyone around me was devastated enough that I didn't have to be. And so I knew I just wanted to know what the next step was. I wasn't trying to like dwell in that.
You're just trying to be proactive.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, what's next? What do we got to do?